Just a big warning, my finger is hopefully not broken, but it took a beating, and I can tell you I still cannot really feel the tip of the finger when I try to release the springs, the main springs on this mantle, or it's the center dial has been removed. I try to unload the springs where there are three actually main springs. All the three were fully wound, so full tension on them, and I tried to release them using only the K. Now you see this stick here. I did not have the stick at that moment, so basically what I had to do is just keep the basically better don't do it. I guess you are someone who is perhaps just curious like I was and tried to do by itself. So basically when you move that stop click piece away, yes, you can hold the K with your hand, you can hold it, and then you try to turn it to release the tension. Obviously you need to turn it many times, but what happens is the moment you turn it, it will have rotation, and you try to use your left hand to grab the K, it's impossible. It really is impossible. You just try to remove this stick. So right now this one is the one that I did, no, it's this one. This one is the one that I did release the tension actually. So I did hold it like this. I did release the click with my left hand, and then I tried to rotate it counterclockwise to release, but it holds so much force. I mean, it's not that it's a ton of force, you can hold it, but it cannot rotate it and hold it properly in place, and then get your left hand to grab it and your left hand to turn it some more. It's impossible to coordinate that movement. Do not try it. Do not try it. I did not watch the right portion of the other videos saying don't try it, and actually, quite frankly, there are not a lot of videos who mention this part. So do not confuse these big springs with springs maybe from a wristwatch. These are powerful, and it did release the entire energy inside. Remember, this holds several days of proper clock working. It is released the entire energy in a split of a second, and the top of the cake somehow, I have no idea how I have no idea. It's impossible to see what's going on because it happens so fast. The top of the cake just kick my fingers, especially this one too, but the middle one, I think it's a bit swollen now, but I had to keep it in cold water for 10 minutes. I don't think the articulation is damaged or there's broken bone, but I can tell you the energy on this, and it got black or so yeah, it's recovering. Anyhow, all this to say, basically the idea of this video is do not try unless you have tools. Now I am going to keep trying, but not the same way. Like you've seen, perhaps I happen to have a key that has this hole there. The key, I think it's strong enough, the metal is strong enough, so I'm going to get this stick inside, and then I'm going to rotate it, and this way I can grab the end of the stick. Obviously the stick has to be strong, must not be easy to break, and I can grab it and just keep rotated to unload the other mainsprings. But also what the other videos don't mention, or at least the ones that I did watch, you need to hold the movement at the same time from rotating the other way, right? Because imagine just the same force, it's trying to rotate the entire movement. Just having sitting like this on whatever surface, it's totally not enough. So it has to be held somehow, and it's definitely not easy to hold it somehow. You don't have a third hand to hold it, so maybe ask someone. But again, I am telling, it's difficult to grab it at some spot. So this is the proper getaway right now. I have all the tension, so that click is released. I'll explain in a moment. It locks in an open position. So I have my left hand. Obviously I keep camera with my right hand, so I'm going to put down the camera and use my right hand as well, but left hand is keeping all the tension and I can easily rotate it. Obviously the stick is about in the middle inside the K. I can easily rotate it. Actually I can rotate it both ways, but I need to release it this way. So I'm going to now turn about this much, put my right hand on the stick on the right side, rotate some more, make sure that I'm actually holding the movement in between my legs with this paper, just for me. But that's how I prevent it from rotating. It needs to really pay attention not to damage anything that's fragile, not to hold against anything that's fragile. But this is how I release the tension. Again, right now I'm holding the tension with my left hand, and yes, this way, because you make also a leverage. You have this distance between the K and the hand. It's important, you should not hold the stick by near the K. Far away from the K, it's easy to hold. I can feel the movement wants to rotate between my legs, so it has to be secured really tight. So I squeeze my legs to hold the movement. I don't have a holder or something like this, but this is how I release the tension, and it's easy and safe this way. Again, has to be a stick that is strong, nothing that would break. That's also very important. Keep your hands away from the K in all times. I did finish releasing the tension on this one. It's about 10 full turns. It went very, very well. Just be really careful to keep both hands on the stick almost at all times. So basically you are going to hold the stick with one hand, then put the other one, rotate, then keep strongly with one hand and quickly move the other hand to position it again. So just careful, keep your hands on the stick at all time, don't let go. Also careful not to lift the K because it's going to lose grip. And the way it goes actually is that, at least on this type of mechanism, is that first, to release the click piece here, we need to actually turn to load. That will release the pressure on the small click, and then this click here stays like this. This is the normal click position. We want to release it from this position, so we keep tension, just kind of a little bit of turn, not full turn because it may be already fully wound. So tension to release the pressure on the click. Then I did use my screwdriver, flat screwdriver, with my other hand. I keep the K with the stick with tension, and I just pressed here, and you will see there is actually a lock position on the click. I did press like this. So basically this is a spring that's pushing to keep the click in place. It's going to lift that spring just like that, and it stays in this position, the click, and this is the release position. In this position, the click piece does not touch the gear, so it's not holding the gear, and at this moment that we start to release the tension on the spring, main spring, basically by rotating. In this time, it's this movement releasing, it's counterclockwise. I'm not sure if maybe there are movements, I'm saying maybe, who rotate exactly the opposite way. So to load it, other movements may be counterclockwise to load, clockwise to release. This one it's clockwise to load, counterclockwise to release. So just be aware there may be other movements which are different, but this did work very well and safe. And yes, I did this with my hurt hand. It worked. Once it's safe, it's working.